Hey, happy Thursday. It's me, Queen V, again. Yes, I should have uploaded this earlier, but today, I'm still talking about voting. You may be tired of me saying things about it, but I'm still going to talk about it because it's important. I feel like this is more than just a political thing, it's a spiritual thing. And so, when people in leadership don't honor God, it's definitely going to affect the country. So we definitely need to look at this very seriously, okay? I do have a clip I want to show, and I'm not going to be long either. There are about maybe 10 more days. In 11 days, people will be at the polls if they haven't already voted early. And so definitely really take a look at what we're dealing with, okay? I have a clip that I want to show from Victory Network. From Victory News. I watch a different news now. I don't know what news y'all watch, but I watch Victory News. And I watch some of the other ones too. But I mostly watch Victory News because it's from a different perspective. And I just like it. If you want to watch Victory News, it does live stream on YouTube. It comes on every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, and then again at 5 p.m. Eastern. You can go to the website at govictory.com, and then you can look at the watch schedule and the watch on demand, and you'll see the news. You can even watch govictory.com. You can watch the live. It's always something going, that's going to help your faith. And so, I always tune into Victory News when I can catch it. And so, definitely, but here's a clip from Flashpoint. Oh, Flashpoint is good to watch too. And it's on that same channel, govictory.com. Flashpoint, this clip I got, I just want you to take a look at it and you decide for yourself. And then we will come right back.
We've all saw, or most of you have seen by now, that Jesus is Lord. Someone standing up and saying that in Kamala Harris rally. Let me show you this little package real quick, and we'll talk about that. Watch.
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally. No, I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
At the rally, I guess for context, this is in our school gymnasium at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, and there's about, I'd say, they said 2,500 people estimate, and she brings up the topic of abortion. She says this woman's rights thing and everything, and I decide to say to her and the crowd around me in a loud voice, abortion is the sacrament of Satan. Grant is chanting, Christ is king. I'm chanting, Jesus is king. Grant's getting shoved, assaulted. I'm we're getting mongered by these people. They're pretty much just telling us to leave. And as we're our way out, Kamala, you just saw in the clip, tells us that we're at the wrong rally. She told us to go to the smaller rally down the street.
Critical time in this country, a critical time, where we have to make the decision to change and go back to things that really matter, like faith, like family. The foundation of this country is faith, and we are blessed to be able to talk to you today and talk to other people, get our message out about what faith can do for you as a person and what it can do for this country.
What it can do for this country, Rick? Let me get your thoughts on that.
Man, I love hearing that out of young voices, right, Gene? I mean, those guys, we talked about this a lot on the program, this generation that God's raising up. But in what you just heard from those two young men, the wisdom that you heard, and then the boldness that they had at the rally. I'm encouraged by that. I'm obviously put off by what Vice President Harris said. And the way that she said it, it wasn't just what she said. I mean, it's the arrogance, it's the condescending, even for a non-Christian that's watching that, granted, there's always that crowd that's like, yeah, give it to them. But most people see that and go, wait, this is a presidential candidate that's treating her fellow Americans that way. So big mistake by Harris and the Harris campaign. But I'm really encouraged by those two young men. In fact, if they ever see this broadcast, hey, guys, you're invited to Patriot Academy. Would love to have you there.
There you go. Mark, let me get your thoughts on all of this.
Look, I loved seeing it. I think these young men are bold, and as Rick said, I find them very encouraging. And I meet them all across the country. I think this is a misperception that we have because we see so much of the mainstream media and the crazy left kids. But there are great kids rising up all over the country. Rick's training a lot of them. We train some of them at Convention of States. So I would have hope. And then I would say absolutely stunning statement by Kamala Harris. Then somebody says, Jesus is king, and she says, you're at the wrong rally. That's just not a smart political way to handle that. She could have handled it much differently. She could have scored points, and instead, she took points off her own board.
Well, and her attempting to go to a Baptist church over the weekend to help with that, I think that backfired as well. Pastor Hank, your thoughts?
Okay, so basically, those young gentlemen were at the rally, and she started talking about abortion and women's rights, and they said that abortion is a sacrament of Satan, and one started saying Christ is King and Jesus is Lord, and they were basically told to leave. And she told them that they were at the wrong rally. They need to go to a smaller one down the street. And so, just looking at all the interviews and stuff, we need someone that honors what God honors. We need leaders that honor what God honors. God hates the shedding of innocent blood, and these babies haven't done anything. He hates homosexuality is an abomination, and we have to stand for Israel, and we need our borders closed. Otherwise, we won't have a country. And so go out and vote. Like I said, there are 10 days before that. Early voting has already started. A lot of people are voting, so you should go vote. Your voice, your vote will make a difference. Have a good weekend. God bless you. And go watch govictory.com. Watch that for a whole 2 or 3 days. Okay? Govictory.com. Nothing but faith to build up your spirit. All right? God bless you. Have a good weekend. This is Queen V.